Well, apparently, regardless of whether or not you want them on, all it takes is a doorbell ring.
God, I love the wiring of my house. I've been wondering, because I keep coming home and I'm like, how are the cats turning on this ring light? I don't get it.
No, just somebody poking the doorbell downstairs.
Or maybe doing literally anything else.
Or, yeah.
I don't know what turns it on. Probably a little anal. Little.
Oh, there's plenty of anal, Matt.
Probably just a little prostate play, you know what I'm saying? That's what gets this ring light going.
Yeah.
Put my feet up
right in
this.
the ring.
Oh, by the way,
What lights up the ring?
Happy New Year, everybody!
Yeah, happy fucking.
This is the New Year viewer listener special.
Yeah, special's the word.
Special's
the word to choose here.
Special, very special. This one.
Yeah, special in the same way that, your cousin that requires a monitor at all times is.
Yeah, generally your cousin is the one who tells you about this. The cousin that your parents don't let you hang around with alone.
Yeah,
because he's
if you're hanging out, if you're playing video games in my room, yeah, keep the door open.
Yeah, we want to know
cousin's over.
We think he smokes pot. Better not be smoking pot in our house. Better not be showing you horrible fucking movies in this house.
Yeah, I didn't know marijuana affected decision making so negatively. If that's the case.
Oh my god. So fucking negatively.
Grindhouse Movie Club. And, we tried...
Grindhouse Movie Club.
Trying to, encourage viewer and listener engagement.
Yeah.
By taking film submissions.
Putting
them into a randomizer and getting... Now, that doesn't negate the fact that there's somebody out there who recommended Teeth to us.
Teeth.
And as I said to you earlier, whoever that was has just made an enemy for life. Because not only do I hate this movie, I forgot exactly how much I hate it.
Oh, it's bad.
It's not even redeemable. There's not, because you watch it for the rumors.
Oh, you
right?
do? Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. This is the film that somebody tells you exists, and you're like, there's no fucking way somebody paid money for that.
Impossible. I got to see that. And then you spend an hour and a half sitting there. It's not even worth the 3 sections of the movie that are good to sit through the rest. Because those sections last about 10 seconds apiece.
I really hope the sections of good you're talking about aren't what I'm thinking of.
There's a good example of one. A doctor gets his hand caught in a fucking lobster trap and gets flung around the room like fucking like the little shop of horrors plant is eating him.
I feel like when they did all of like the Foley and like the sound effects for this movie, it's just a lot of cucumbers being snapped in half.
Cucumbers being snapped in half and like a bag of jelly being poked.
Yeah, oh my god.
Somebody stuffing their hand in, you know how like when kids Halloween and you put on the blindfold and it's like fucking hard-boiled eggs, like that's a demon's eyeball, feel it.
Ooh.
This is a skeleton's brain.
Sounds like macaroni in a pot.
Ah! And it really shouldn't, because this movie's very vaginal.
By the way,
but
just before we get into it,
because I want to get it over with.
Yes,
is the thing. I want to talk about this for as long as needed.
Look, here's the thing. We're getting it out of the way
so that I never have to, first of all, watch it, but discuss it with anybody ever again.
That's right. And this is the only way this film could ever be on this podcast.
That's true.
Is completely out of context, because name one other movie besides Tokyo Gore Police where this happens. Where this kind of bananas activity happens.
I don't know, something that fucking Guillermo del Toro made, probably.
Oh my god, no way. That's
Pacific Rim.
I feel like his movies are all for kids. Comparatively, it's like a child's fable. Mimic, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, The Shape of Water.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy is on the fence. There's some adult themes.
So
interspecies intercourse.
grindhousemovieclub@gmail.com. Get your submissions in.
Also grindhousemovie.club. And at this point, you could recommend anything, because it's going to be better than this fucking shit.
Yeah.
This big shit that went in my eyes.
You know, just a warning. you're going to hear the word severed penis.
Like a bunch more times than you see one in the movie, probably.
Oh my God. So if you like content warning, I've been doing my best to put the description of the movie into the description of every podcast so that you can go, what's this about?
Sure.
Before you maybe don't want to hear us talk about, this film.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't blame you.
We're not trying to trap you into a thing where you're stuck listening to us.
That's right.
Describe this fucking film.
Oh, man.
This fucking god-awful film.
Had to go Boston. That's how upsetting this movie is.
And, I own this on DVD. I bought it.
Why?
Because before a time where you could just download anything you wanted, you had to find DVDs at Rogers.
Yeah.
The Rogers video store.
But why would you choose this to spend money on? Your hard-earned income.
How else am I going to see it?
Don't.
I had
to. The answer. Mr. Fucking popular over here. It's all good. Mr. Big Deal on campus. Oh yeah.
Just let me answer this text. I'm just
making moves.
I'm
making
doing you a favor.
Here.
Pardon me while I respond to this text and prevent you from having to say the words vagina dentata and severed penis over and over and over again. Oh my bad. I'm sorry. Did you wanna just talk about the horrible fucking film that I had to watch this morning?
You had to watch. This was your fucking. You're the mastermind behind this nightmare. I want you to know that. If I had my way, this wouldn't even be on a list. You're just indiscriminate with your, we'll add it, whatever. Somebody was nice enough to fucking send it in an email.
There's
I might as well give it its credit.
200 movies.
Yeah, well, the randomizer sucks and hates me.
And you know what? I gave you two options, Jay, because I knew this would happen.
Yeah. No, it did. And I chose it because it was one of the two. I need this gone from my life.
Just, scratch it off the bucket list so that we can live a comfortable life afterwards. I get you. Just get it done, It's like doing chores. You gotta do it.
Yeah. And you know what? I've started, so I might as well finish. Just like doing chores.
Maybe sometimes.
One of the things about ADHD is called hyperfocus, which means, and this is why if I get into a video game, I'm playing it for 11 hours a day for 2 weeks. Because I just get fucking moded is the best way to describe it. And it's the same with chores. I'll start with dishes, and the next thing you know, the floor's clean.
Weird. I don't have that problem.
Because I can't, I don't want to stop because I'm already doing the thing.
I didn't want to start. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, you have to get over that hump. And then after that, it's downhill, as opposed to pushing the rock up eternally.
It's a big fucking hump.
Yeah, it gets bigger with time.
It ruins the suspension of your fucking car. That's what happens.
This hump's fucking up my alignment. Ripping this Band-Aid right off. Let's just get into this because I have so many things to say, actually.
Do you?
Here we go. This movie, first of all, do you have 2 sentences or less for teeth?
No, just fucking, what do you think this film's about? Look at the cover of the film. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
A lady in a bathtub with a rose, and the title is Teeth.
The only thing that's missing is a glove with knives on it. I mean, she's got that, so whatever.
It gets pretty close to that.
My 2 sentences or less. The main character in this movie's name is Dawn, as in New Beginnings. Fucking fuck you and your metaphors in your movie that sucks, because there's nothing deeper here. Dawn isn't worried about contraception because she has a built-in dental dam.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's the film. Good night, everybody.
So this movie is about a chick who's got teeth in her puss. And she has a very nuclear family, minus her older brother, who is married in and also disgusting. Every man in this movie is disgusting except for the father.
They have a very nuclear family, that's right, because they live in the shadow of a plant.
So let's get into that real quick.
Please do.
The implication, obviously, now, Dawn's mom has bone cancer from radiation.
Is that what it is?
There's no way it's anything else.
Okay.
Because she's like, she fucking walked in the morning. She's like, are you feeling pain today? And like, okay, if you have terminal cancer, yeah, it hurts. And nuclear plant. Also, genetic mutations, like third eye fish and teeth in your vagina. Anyway, it doesn't actually matter because nobody in the movie mentions the nuclear plant at all, or radiation, or how sick they are. There's no point in having it in the movie.
I'm I don't think that power plant is there. I think
No, it's CGI'd in.
okay. Good.
It's definitely not there at all.
If not, at least the smoke billowing out. Yeah, that's got to be CG.
No, they do that. The fucking I can't remember the name of the shot, but fucking top to bottom, over top the landscape, and you can tell that, like, you know how when things are too smooth
Yes.
visually, that's how you can tell that it's like digitally imposed.
Yeah.
Because it's like it was created in a fucking computer, and there's real trees all around it, so it's like such a glaring difference in quality.
It sticks out like a thumb.
And they sure do make it do that by having it in the background of like half the shots in the fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, and looming over the house.
As if it's supposed
smoke.
to be some big realization or reveal later on, but no. That's another thing about this movie, there's no conclusion. It continues on, but they ran out of film. So, like, there's no...
The film, it has an ending, Jay.
Does it, though? Yeah, that's yeah. A disgusting old man with more teeth than he probably actually has.
Those were digitally imposed in as well.
Yeah, fucking...
She becomes like something of a superhero at the end of the film.
Yeah, she uses her powers for good.
She travels America, just crushing cucumber.
Creepy guys their due. Crushing cucumber. Oh, jeez. Making a fucking salad in there.
So I wrote power plant in shithole town.
Yeah, shithole, Pennsylvania. We'll
This
call it that.
shithole town looks like a shithole town.
Well, it is.
Because it's like the kind of shithole town where everybody in it is either old or they're working at the one factory in town.
Yeah. It's like a mining town.
Yeah.
Except the nuclear plant.
Yeah.
Everybody is employed by the nuclear plant, and that's how the town keeps going. And you can tell that it's a very small town because of how white trash literally everything is.
Yeah.
This fucking, you got the kiddie pool out front with the two children in it.
God,
in broad daylight in the front lawn, showing each other's genitals and touching them until they get bit. First fucking 2 minutes of this movie, child sex in the pool. And then the parents are like, later on, yeah, I mean, it was a little bit different back in our day, implying that they would just be fucking right now if they could. Great. I read on the trivia page that the actual neighborhood where that scene was shot, people protested because they thought it was a porno with two 5-year-old fucking kids right in there. When the fucking little boy jiggles around and then goes, "Now show me yours." Oh, yeah, I'm so happy that we're watching this.
I'm just...
Holy fuck.
I'm still laughing because you're like, yeah, white trash. I'm like, well, what was white trash? Oh, yeah, the two kids showing each other their genitals. The two brothers and sisters showed each other.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fucking
how about
right
the brother,
in the front lawn.
How about the brother living his entire life wanting to fuck his own sister and being very clear and obvious about it with her?
It's the wife beater.
He won't bang vaginally. He only does anal because he's saving his fucking vag virginity for his fucking sister.
I'm really happy you picked up on that, too.
All right? I hate everything. All the characters are scum. Every one.
Oh, God. So, yeah, as Jay said, it starts off with the brother just being a little bastard, showing his penis to people and, like, swearing and fingering his sister.
Saying goddamn to his father.
Yeah. Goddamn, let me finger my sister, pa.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You mess with the snake, you're going to get the teeth.
Yeah, and so... You hear this kid screaming, just screaming.
Yeah, over the equivalent to a paper cut.
Oh, it's a little more than it's like two shark teeth jammed in there.
Oh, I didn't notice the teeth jammed in.
Oh well, no, I mean they're not in there, but like you could see two great big holes, and then like later it's just a ring around the entire tip of his finger, like
that. He sucks when he's thinking about her. Did you notice that?
No.
Did you notice that he sucks on that finger quietly in his room?
No, I didn't. Didn't care to look. To be honest.
Anytime he hears her in her bedroom doing something, ripping fucking her life goals, wishes, and dreams off the wall after being raped in a cave, sucking finger.
That's, Jay,
you're I'm being, like, aggressive, but I'm not lying.
You're not. Like,
I'm telling the stone cold truth about this movie.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, we're going to describe this film to you, and I think it's going to leave you more intrigued than disgusted. Please don't. Please don't.
I'm just going to nip that in the bud right away by saying, yes, severed penises that are super bloody. However, That's the only good part in the movie. The rest of it is the most boring long shots of this chick just standing and looking at things or walking slowly for like 5 minutes uncut.
Hey, you're forgetting a lot of biking down the road.
Yep, there is also that. Yeah, from a distance so that you can't see how badly she's acting.
I didn't have to pause this movie much. It was kind of nice.
No, because nothing fucking happens for most of it.
Nothing. It's on Tubi, by the way, if you're one of those kinds of... If you want to...
Hook up the Roku TV that after 3 months becomes almost so obsolete that it's unusable.
Or just download the Tubi app. Come on now.
Sure, get Tubi. Get Tubi with it.
Na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. We got commercials. Na, na. All right.
Oh, man.
So that's the fucking intro to the film right there. Just how did that happen to your finger? I put it in my sister. I don't know.
Yeah, it's implied.
I think I shouldn't be putting my finger where I mean.
He did more than just look in the pool.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, that's look but don't touch. You can't touch. You can't look with your fingers.
Yeah.
And just like, well, what are you doing there? Come on now. Come on, that's invasive.
Sure is.
That's like
it's a child and another child.
Like
man.
the first thing is, it's like, well, how far can I put this in there? You know, it's not something you do.
An inch, turns out.
Jesus, Louises.
Yeah, you're
Christ
right.
Almighty.
So then, right after that, we're gonna get an abstinence seminar about how important purity is, and this is where we find out that Dawn is in a perpetual state of retardation. Like she's watching Saturday morning cartoons in her head constantly because she doesn't stop smiling regardless of the situation.
Oh my god.
No matter what's happening, she's got a fucking fat smile in her head like there's like her brain's mashed potatoes.
Poor Dawn.
Holy shit, Dawn.
She's just
you know
excited
what? If
for
she
the
could
Lord.
fucking act for half a second.
She's
then
feeling
that would
the Lord's love, Jay.
Yeah, she doesn't want to feel that apparently. Bite the Lord's love right off.
So we're at the Promise Virginity Group. I'm guessing it's called the Promise by the T-shirts everybody's wearing and the signs.
Cultish. So this whole
Very
movie,
cultish.
This whole fucking movie is about how the dangers of premarital intercourse.
Don't fuck.
Yeah, be sure to tell a bunch of 10 and 12-year-olds about that, before they hit puberty or anything. Also, apparently abstinence means that you are not allowed to have fun, period.
Oh, yeah, don't keep your hands above your belt at all times.
Don't even go see movies that might have kissing in them.
Oh, boy.
That's a naughty Nelly.
That kind of really pissed me off.
Yep.
Like, that movie's gonna have heavy makeup. Let's just not go see a movie.
Yeah.
No, we have to go see a movie?
Let's not interact with, social culture whatsoever because we're saving ourselves for marriage. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk about fucking and how we can't fuck, and we're going to think really hard about fucking regardless.
Hey.
All movie.
We gotta fuck.
All of these abstinent teenagers' conversations are revolved around fucking.
They're teens.
Yeah, but they can't do it. Why are you interacting with the part of the culture that you don't want to interact with?
Why are you wearing
What about
t-shirts?
not banging what about two of my favorite lines in this movie? The first one, I haven't even jerked off since Easter, as justification for sexual assault.
And also, what was going on Easter? What was happening on Easter that really inspired you to molest yourself? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's his birthday.
Hey.
That's you got to celebrate.
Jesus is
While
coming,
you're
and so am I.
Dawn can't act worth a shit. I'm not gonna get into the fucking minutia of her brainwashing kids into essentially wasting an integral part of their lives.
I will.
I don't know why.
We have a special gift, Jay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't just give your special gift to somebody on the street. That doesn't make it special.
No, it's like a handout.
And
what's a handout? That's a gift.
And fellas,
a handout is a gift.
Fellas, you're not just going to give your gift to the first girl who looks like she walked out of a music video. Okay.
The fuck does that mean anyway?
So any girl that's in a music video is a slut.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess she must have forgotten about all the Christian music videos that take place on CMTV. For fuck's sake. Carrie Underwood has music videos.
The C in CMTV stands for country, not Christian.
Yeah, but is not all country music Christian?
I think it's tacitly understood that yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
And the Lord, he does kiss his sister.
Also, what is it about abstinence that makes you have long, knowing, pensive staring contests with any hot guy?
Hey, it's the great big moist elephant in the room. The throbbing.
And its trunk. Now, here's my issue. Like, my favorite part of movies, the most entertaining part, I really get immersed in movies when I get to watch slow zooms of people looking at each other for like 10 minutes.
Are you talking about her looking at Toby?
Oh, yeah.
So
every time they look at each other before they actually speak, it's like time stops for everyone.
Yeah.
Like a creepy Asian porno flick, like with the fucking somebody has the ability to stop time just so they could bang people while they stand around like mannequins.
Are you talking about clock stoppers?
I don't sure if that's what it's fucking called.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's a very old Nickelodeon movie about a watch that stops time.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, no, right before this fucking Toby character shows up, she's like, yeah, my mom is in the hospital. She's sick. I'm like, oh my God, Don, I'm so sorry. And then here comes Toby. All of a sudden, her mom isn't so sick anymore.
Yeah, no, not a big deal that her mom's sick. Matter of fact, her mom dies in this movie.
She sure does.
Nobody gives a shit. 2 people are upset in the hospital for half a second. And when I say nobody gives a shit, I mean nobody who wrote this movie gave a shit about their side plots. Okay? So you got a sick fucking mom. You got this brother who's like obviously got psychological issues in and out of his ass. And like and there's rape in the movie. Like a lot of it.
There's a deal of it, yes.
You can't have that and then an arm wrestle with a twat in the same movie. Okay? Because tonally those two things don't fucking go together. You can't cut straight from the doctor scene where that happens to her finding her dead mom on the floor and somebody getting railed in the ass down the hallway with the door open. I'm sorry, it's not the time. I don't have time to be sad because of everything else. Also, there's no depth to any of these characters whatsoever. You don't get to like learn about their life stories. It's just a collection of things that happen to people nearby each other for an hour and a half.
And it all kind of revolves around their genitals.
That's true.
That's the connection.
God. Constantly dick and puss.
Genital connection.
Everyone ever. Great abstinent movie.
Yeah. Oh my God.
During this fucking conversation that she has right after getting off the stage for the purity thing.
Yep.
She delivers her best line in the whole movie. I missed you. And she's talking to one of her female friends there. Also, I would like to think that the promise ring is evidence enough. Why does everybody need to wear a shirt like I'm saving myself for marriage, thank you?
Yeah.
Don't even ask about it.
Where the fuck is she getting all of these shirts? Every shirt she wears in this movie up until this, like, the sex dress that she puts on is like hey, I don't fuck, don't look at it.
Yeah.
What's that smell? I don't know.
Why are we calling attention to the thing that's probably uncomfortable to discuss with strangers?
Yeah. Warning, everything changes after sex.
Anyway, the way that, and I'm going to try really hard to deliver the line the same way that she does.
Please do.
I don't know either of her 2 friends' names. I don't even know if we get to know them.
No, I don't believe we do.
Anyway, she's like, I miss you. I miss you too. And then she goes, I know, but this job that I have. That's it. That's it.
Which job?
She doesn't even have one.
Dick destroying.
She's
life ruining.
Life ruining, dude.
Cock crushing.
Nice. Cock crushing. That's what we'll go with.
She's literally crushing the cock. Right off.
Well, cock chomping. How's that?
All right. Fine. Semantics.
Anyway, bad.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna fucking just.
No, that's cool. Yeah. Fucking. They're all like, oh, hey, Don. Yeah. Don, there's 27 pledges here tonight, thanks to you, and
you did such a good job.
You just talked several 10-year-olds out of fucking each other tonight.
Yeah,
good job.
Because they were probably going to had we said nothing at all.
Yeah, you know how they probably didn't even know that was an option before you told them that they couldn't do it?
Exactly. You know how kids are so good at being told not to do something?
Yeah, don't put your whole hand in that peanut butter jar the second you turn around.
Yeah, fist deep.
Yeah. Yep. That's something I used to do as a kid.
You put your hand in the peanut butter jar.
It was ice cream.
You put your hand in the ice cream tub.
Yeah.
You want a little salt with your sweet.
Well, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, let me have some of that in my... And just like, my mom was like, what's this?
Like the worst drive-through prank.
Well, I told her it was like a raccoon probably did that. I was just like, I don't know, man.
They're in the house.
I'm not going to use a spoon. Fuck you. I'll
It's
never
just a dirty
use
dish
one.
for you to clean, Mom. You should
Right?
be thanking me.
I didn't even wash my hands. Yeah, so she gets home, she's biking home, blah-de-da, who cares about this? Look, this is not the last of the virginity group we're going back.
Yeah, we
so,
are.
if you think we just skipped over a bunch, we didn't.
No, sure didn't.
There's nothing.
Let's talk to fucking, parents for a sec, just to see how sick Mom is.
Yeah, let's go kiss our mother right on the lips.
Right on the lips and mouth.
Write us at grindhousemovieclub@gmail.com. Do you kiss your mom on the lips? Do you kiss your parents? Are you a parent? Do you kiss your parents on the lips? I don't.
I do not kiss my mother with that mouth. No.
Brr.
No, and I think this is like a cloistered, tightly knit family thing that happens.
Too fucking tight.
The movie doesn't really address it, but Dawn is so sheltered that she becomes shocked when seeing a picture of Medusa in a book. So she doesn't fucking know anything.
Well, that's what you get when you
join a cult early? 'Cause damn.
I was gonna say just a church, but hey, yeah.
Fuck. The religious overtones, because there's no undertone whatsoever. They're in science class literally being like, evolution? You must be fucking out to lunch, you dumb bitch. Bitch teacher.
It's so weird, because all of the students, it's like, this can't be a Catholic school, because
It's not.
they wouldn't be like, yeah, and sometimes evolution.
Yeah.
But like all of the kids are like, you fucking gotta be kidding me with this bullshit. I don't believe this.
And even the teacher knows, like, I understand some of you have, different opinions about how that shook out. And it's like, you're a science teacher, though. Maybe disregard the fantasy with dragons and a minotaur and a labyrinth.
Yeah. Fuck. Nah. So yeah, what you're saying
to
is
to each their own about their evolutionary opinions.
and that's just science, you know?
No.
That's the best part about science is that everybody gets like it's just subjective, you know?
So when not the best time actually, to talk to your daughter about how when you were her age you were fucking like jackrabbits right after kissing her on the mouth.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe don't say that at all, actually, because
never to your child.
At least to your child who wears a ring to let everybody know that it's closed for shit. Just the whole business is shut down there.
It is. Also, it doesn't really matter because the grandma-ass nightie that she wears to bed is never going to turn on a guy anyway.
There are a lot of soft severed penises that you... not a single one of them stays erect.
No. You've cut off the blood flow.
And one, like, goes gray, like, pretty quickly.
Too fast. Suspiciously, as if that was a condition he had already.
Yeah,
and she wouldn't know the fucking difference anyway.
Look, she's not being very choosy.
No.
For somebody who was like, yeah, purity.
No one ever.
The next day she's like, well, somebody's got to conquer this. Oh, fellas.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
The meet cute between Toby and Dawn can fuck off because it's just them staring at each other obviously in public and smiling.
Right after she's like, yeah, my mom's dying. My mom is dying. Oh, hi, Toby. Toby, I'm having impure thoughts about you.
Oh, my fuck.
But my mom is seriously in the hospital, guys. So, thoughts and prayers, huh? Oh, yeah, parents are like, Dawn, you're such a fucking blessing. And then as soon as they say that...
Death metal. Fucking Pantera from the Brothers Room.
Yeah, in case you forgot, yeah, he's still here.
You know, the indicator that somebody is unsavory is listening to extreme music.
Oh, yeah.
If you listen to death metal, chances are you also are willing to physically assault a senior citizen.
And fuck in the butt. That's all you do.
And insist on it. Let's make that clear.
Yeah. It's like number one. I don't like he didn't even try the other door.
No, he wasn't interested in it, even remotely.
I don't know how he got access to door number 2 without even trying door number 1. But...
probably through negging. Given the way that he talks to this chick.
Well, the thing is like I feel like look, I don't want to.
It's the Prince Albert. That's
It's well, I mean, you don't
Also,
want
aren't
that in either door.
Well,
That's gonna hook on something valuable and snag.
that's an issue. The larger issue is with door number 2, infection.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Yeast unleashed in the east.
Why is it east? It's south.
Because it fucking rhymes.
Are you doing a handstand?
I'm laying down.
Bending your body in such
Yeah.
a way. The way that when his stepsister presents her vagina to him,
Yeah.
the way he
looks at it like
he wants to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know if safe is the word. He's kind of studying it like a curious anthropologist.
Yeah, like this wasn't ever his first choice, and like look, what I'm trying to say is that this man has something to discover about himself, and I'm not going to say what it
I figured out
is.
where you were going about halfway through that.
It's the questionable look he gives his stepsister's vagina.
He's wary of it.
Yeah.
It's uncharted territory,
What's
and there
that?
might be danger afoot.
Are we sure about this? Me and my friend, me and the fellas, you see, down by the river where nobody sees.
We
Well, we
also,
don't
he
have
never
one of them.
leaves his fucking room. He's in the room whole movie.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
He
even,
goes outside one time to punch a guy in the face, and then he just goes back in his fucking room to smoke weed and keep his dog in a cage.
Yeah, his dog's got a weird. There's like a weird window that it can go out of.
Yeah,
that's like at ground level.
And then just cage, so that when he comes inside, he's trapped already.
Yeah.
Also, the dog's name is Mother. There's a lot to dissect, and the movie just doesn't do anything with the character that they're setting up, aside from just make him a dickhead.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's true of everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who bikes and sings at the same time, especially not every time they're biking.
Yeah, especially after you've got nothing good to sing about some of these times when you're biking. You're biking away from trouble. Nothing jolly like, la 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 la, bit the gynecologist's fingers off, la 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 la.
So fine. We get cock and balls class now, which is, I don't remember this in the curriculum. The very prominent subject matter of cock and balls. Also the fact that they're surrounded by it in the room. Because, yeah, so you get the side X-ray profile of a dick and sack and balls inside of it, and then the exact same image is just on a poster in the back, and they're everywhere, like Buffalo Bill's basement.
Oh my God!
So we gotta gloss over the fact that the penis is very clear in the book, and then because this is a conservative school of some kind, they've put a giant gold sticker over the puss, like they won something.
It's like a you tried star.
Yeah. So somebody rightfully brings up the gender disparity there, and then there's no answer. Moving on.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? There's no point in any of that because it has no effect on anything.
Dawn tries to. Dawn's like, oh, women have their natural modesty.
Yeah.
So it's
Nice. So Dawn's a trad wife. Dawn's Andrew Tate's favorite woman.
Well, I mean, with the teeth, I mean, she might be because like she's gonna like who else is going down there?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck this movie. Like all these scenes where like you'd think it's exposition or something, but then it just is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing changes, and the movie just kind of continues on.
Yeah. Well, now we're at the movie theater, and Phil.
Oh, we can't watch the R-rated movie.
His name is Phil.
Phil. Okay.
Phil wants to see a movie that's rated R, and they're like, "Whoa, hold on now." But I mean, even the PG movie's gonna have heavy making out.
Who cares? Who cares?
So let's go see the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah, that's all I could fucking because you don't get to see the screen, but you sure get to hear the sound of Wile E. Coyote getting hit with a large hammer.
Yeah. Instead of seeing nothing at all,
Yeah.
let's go waste our money.
Let's go have a bad time instead.
Yeah.
We could just go home, or you know what? We could go to the fuck cave.
You want to go to the?
Now we're pure.
Yeah.
We're pure and abstinent to the point where even touching hands in the popcorn bowl causes stirrings of shame, we'll call it.
Yeah.
But the next thing we're gonna do as a pure double date is we're gonna go to Makeout Point, where the cave is that everybody fucks in, that it's common knowledge, So much so, someone's left a sleeping bag just in case you get chilly.
An oddly dry, clean sleeping bag. No way that it would ever be that clean.
Also, Dawn, this is why I think Dawn is one brain cell firing half the time it needs to be, because she wraps herself in that fucking sleeping bag. You couldn't have put those twos together and known what that's been used for by strangers?
Nah, she's too pure. She would never think that way.
It's surprisingly uncrusty, the sleeping bag.
Well, that's because nobody's pulling out. Welcome to the pregnancy grotto.
So this is, Dawn and Toby on their half of the date, and then Phil and some bitch who looks like Jeanette McCurdy on the other.
And it's okay, like this is a make-out place, but only at night.
Only at night.
And
during the day, it's as pure as our souls.
We'll police each other so that nobody fucks, because
we need that.
Heaven forbid we look over and see you guys fucking. I'm gonna do what the police do, and brutality. I'll beat the fuck out of you.
We'll police each other.
I'll bust your cock, sir.
Because none of the four of us have enough common sense to say no. We need help with that. Like a little angel or devil on your shoulder. Fuck!
Yeah, you would think the ring would be a reminder, considering you've wedged it onto your goddamn hand.
Also, bulkiest fucking ring. That thing, that thing's
it's made of like ruby.
Yeah, but it's like it's thickly round, like it's banging against your knuckles when you do anything at all.
Well, yeah, it's to remind you that to not have a boner.
It's like a chastity cage.
Yeah, keep it dry, or you'll cry. No, keep it dry, or Jesus cry.
Jesus, no woman, no cry.
No,
Jesus,
woman, no cry. I love it. So,
vagina tree in the makeout woods. Now, they traipse into the woods, and it immediately cuts to a giant gaping tree. Like, everything in this movie is on the nose. Later on, Dawn's biking around by herself, and all of the billboards are lingerie.
I did see that.
And also, did you see the advertisement for try our new banana split?
Boy, it's
like a fucking unibrow the way it's on the nose.
Should have just had somebody fucking step out and just give a big wink right to the camera.
Oh yeah, like from out of frame, close up.
You
know what this is about.
Honestly, it should have just been called "Try Our New Banana Snapped Right Off." our banana chomped off at the stump.
Like an orangutan got to it.
So, we cut from the fucking grotto right to the brother,
having just analed his girlfriend.
Meanwhile, brother is fucking in what I believe to be the ass.
No, it is.
It is.
You know how we know?
Oh, how do we know, Jay?
Oh, because she goes, I have a perfectly good pussy. Guys love it. And then she has the fucking nerve, the audacity to get upset when he's like, well, why don't you go fuck them then? You're the one who said that you were getting sniz on the reg.
Oh my god, yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna throw in my face the fact that you bang other guys? I'm gonna not care. How's that sound?
Oh my god.
Bitch. Now I'm gonna fucking dick around with a dog treat and wait for you to open your mouth so I can shove it in.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know.
That was gross.
Yeah, he touches too many lips with things.
Yeah. He, calls his dog in, gives the dog a treat, and then he has another one.
He's applying it like lipstick to her fucking lips.
Yeah, he's, brushing it on her teeth. And if she opens her mouth, it's gonna go in her mouth. And he's just, holding it there until her mouth does open.
Until she opens her mouth to say stop.
Yeah. Oh, and
great.
Why wouldn't you just back away from the dog treat at that point?
Great question.
Because
Also, what's the purpose of that scene?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I need the metaphor / allegory that it's being presented.
TBD.
Oh, okay.
It certainly wasn't a dick, just being forced into her mouth or anything.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, it's a dog treat. Don't be weird. So
don't be weird.
It happens for a long time. I don't know what the point was. Because it's not like she's like, yum, give me one of those, or no. I would hate to eat a dog treat. She doesn't say anything about it.
No, she just sits there and lets it happen to her until she gets tired of it.
Yeah, it seems like it's like his thing, but it only happens this one time.
Yep.
So I don't know. So, now we're back at the fucking grotto.
Yeah.
Is it a grotto? Is it a pond? What's a grotto?
I would call it a lagoon.
A lagoon?
But a grotto's the same thing. That's more of I think, would be the meadow overlooking the body of water.
Okay. Because I thought
or surrounding it.
Okay. I know there's like a body of water. I know that at the Playboy Mansion, they call that like cave pool a grotto.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
On Malcolm in the Middle,
the designation for what defines a grotto versus a lagoon versus just a filthy cave in the woods.
Come on, Jay. I need to know. On Malcolm in the Middle, they call the farm that Francis works at a grotto. So what is it?
Does it have a waterfall?
No.
No, it doesn't. Oh, that was my only idea. So now I have no clue.
Write to us at grindhousemovieclub at gmail.com.
Define grotto
What's
specifically.
a grotto?
What sets it apart? 20 minutes into this movie and nothing's happened is what I've written here.
And that's why we're talking about the grotto.
Yeah, because that's the only noteworthy thing that's happened of any consequence whatsoever is that this place exists.
Yeah, back in the woods. Here we are talking about the one topic anybody talks about: virginity.
Great.
You got yours?
I mean, in my loosely defined, my very loose definition of it, which is in his eyes.
Yeah.
Which, what does that mean? That means that you banged and then you talked to a priest about it and now you're good?
Or you banged in the butt. Or you just simply pulled on your pud until putty came out.
Ugh, not putty. Why is it moldable?
Because you don't drink a lot of water. So Toby's like, yeah, I'm a virgin in his eyes. Maybe not yours. Jesus Christ. Don's about as alarmed as I am right now.
Shitty dismissive eyes at God himself. He must have been thinking that.
Jesus Christ. Toby's dealing with the guilt of having yanked on his rod there, I think.
Yeah. But he's been good since Easter, all right? Here's the thing, right? Apparently jerking off is fine. Because he explains that the last time he banged was a year and a half ago. I'm pretty sure there's at least one Easter a year. So he just kept jerking it. He kept pulling that pud.
Hey, it's his yearly excursion.
And then he saw a rabbit with eggs, which is there's nothing natural about that at all, guys.
There's nothing natural about this film.
And that's when, anyway, he decided to stop jerking it. Also, first day of school, so he's not jerked it for about 4 months. That's it.
That's a pretty big accomplishment. You say that's it, like, that's no problem.
He couldn't even make it to No Nut November.
Was anybody egging him on to? Like, I wouldn't. Who's that for?
God. The Lord, Matt.
So Don goes home.
Yeah.
No, first of all, Don's like, that makes that you're probably stronger. You've seen the dangers firsthand.
You're stronger.
So Don goes home and tucks her parents in bed.
Yeah.
Who are watching like some horror movie about God knows what.
It looks like some Godzilla shit.
It's like a giant scorpion eating people.
It's probably like Plan 9 from outer space or something.
Probably. She takes a good hard, like she stops to watch it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And they take a good beat to really focus on this scorpion's mouth.
Pincer, I believe, is the word.
It's got pincers.
Yeah, and she recognizes those as familiar.
It's also got just teeth as well.
Yeah, well,
just
she stares at it. She stares at it way too long to not know exactly why she's staring at it.
Right.
That's what I got.
Fucking and I mean, if she didn't know now, she's about to learn because she lays in bed and like,
Well, she starts having impure thoughts.
She starts touching on it
about Toby.
By the way, her impure thoughts are her getting married to Toby and then
taking that fucking thigh thing off.
The garter.
Yeah, let's talk about how people do that in the dead center of the ceremony in front of everyone.
Yeah,
just so you know, I'm fucking later.
And then
Mom and Dad.
They fling it into a group of men, and you're like,
yep.
What are you doing in there?
It's been right up there, so
I want that back.
There's a residual aroma, I'm sure.
Ugh, fucking weirdos. So yeah, she's going down there, and all of a sudden, boom, scorpion.
Yeah.
So before she gets to rub
one in,
rub a lub, fucking she's immediately turned off.
Brother love.
And as she
Two
should
fingers in the tub.
Oh yeah, this is where we're learning about evolution.
Yeah, so, and again, she's late to school. That's the point of this scene. Aside from that, it's just a shit on evolution in your movie for a minute. Now, I'm not like a guy who gives a fuck what your dumb beliefs are as far as how humanity started and shit. Likening it to the fact that snakes are capable of evolving to ward off predators, which is kind of indisputable. Because some snakes don't have rattling tails, and they die more.
They certainly do.
With that being said, I don't need to hear the opinions. I don't need the opinions written into the movie in a scene where nothing else happens but that.
Well, I feel like this scene was all for the purpose of putting the word adaptation into this girl's head. Sure. Because she uses that word later at the gynecologist.
Yeah, she also looks it up on the internet. It's the first time she's used a fucking computer to Google search.
Oh my god, they're fucking
ruining her dad's browser history forever if anybody looks at it.
Yeah.
That also.
Because she Googles adaptation and then right away, female genital mutilation.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The first time she ever touches the fucking internet, and this is what she's Googling.
She's on Live Leak watching clitoris removal videos.
Her dad's on a goddamn list now.
Yep.
Oh, boy. So we go from this scene to, like, the locker room? Where there's Louis Anderson's some guy who... Look, I'm not going to say it's his kid, because I feel like Louis Anderson's kid is going to have a little more class than to be in a locker room looking at naked boys! But he looks an awful lot like him.
Gym coach literally standing in the doorway of the locker room where, let's make this really clear, there are more dicks and balls visible than there are people in this scene.
Oh my god.
And they do this nice little pan shot over to the female locker room while they're having a call with each other when they're talking about how they can't see each other anymore because they want to fuck so bad. And all of the women are almost fully clothed. Just a bit of a double standard. Also, the gym coach chose one of those two locker rooms to stand in.
He sure did.
And he chose the more naked one. And you can catch him side-eyeing these kids as they're walking by with no towels on.
If you're going to watch anything in this scene, you've got to watch this old man because he does.
He stops just short of licking his lips.
He has a scan.
Yep.
And he takes a beat to look at every naked boy.
Like the Predator.
He fucking, one boy, two boy, naked boy butt, next boy, like a sprinkler, just back and forth, looking at naked boy butts.
Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger when he gets to the fucking biker bar assessing the situation.
I'm gonna need your clothes, your boots, and your little testicles.
I'm gonna need your clothes, your boots, and I mean, well, that's it, really.
You're apparently not fucking using them.
Oh my fucking god.
So yeah, I definitely noticed that grown adult.
I'm glad that you did because
scanning.
I had hoped that I wouldn't have to point it out to you like it's brand new.
Woo-wee. Anyway, yeah, so Don calls and like, yeah, we can't hang out because I want to fuck and you want to fuck. Mm-hmm. So let's never hang out because we're gonna fuck. That's just what happens.
Yeah. Again, abstinence is a really good life philosophy if it's ruining your fucking relationships with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And making it so that you can't even use a computer because there might be a booby.
There might be. But
also,
let's Google genital mutilation.
How are they not being pulled out of sex ed class?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying.
You're looking at dicks and balls and puss all day and you can't do anything about it? It's just going to exacerbate the issue.
How about if we have such a problem showing a picture of a vagina to kids, let's just not have the class altogether.
How about just change that page?
You know what's even more confusing? Yeah, here's what a penis looks like. The mystery of the vagina, though.
You'll never know.
Ooh.
If anything, that would make me want to bang just so that I could get the anatomy lesson.
Yeah, like if you're not going to teach me, I'm going to teach myself.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
There's a certain hub for children like me. And all you got to do is lie about your age on it.
Yeah. No, they're too pure for that. They're too pure and chaste and honest.
No, but genital mutilation, we'll Google that for sure.
We sure will.
Fucking ask Jeeves about that. He's going to pull his collar so hard. So now we're now are we? Oh yeah, Dawn's doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's
reading a book about
Medusa.
yeah. Greek mythology, I think, because it comes into play later on when they're talking about the myth of being scared of women.
And she's also listening to her brother shout at this poor girl. Her name is Melody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Her name's Melody. Okay.
Who he fucks in the butt.
Yeah, he does a lot.
Because you can hear him go, yeah, but I love your ass.
Yeah, that's it though. She's like, I love you, and you love me too. And he goes, yeah, I do love you. I love your ass.
Not even your ass. I love the hole in the middle of it.
Yeah, the rest I can take or leave as long as that hole stays tight.
Or not. So the next day she goes in there to have a talk with him about the way he treats Melody and also
and her by extension.
Yeah, and they want to be closer.
We haven't really been that close as brother and sister as a family, and I kind of want to change that for some reason. Reaching out.
Oh, yeah?
Here's the olive branch to mend this brother-sister relationship.
And what does he do with that olive branch? He takes it.
He does, and he basically threatens to stuff it in her.
I was gonna say he holds it down by his dick, but
he does that too. Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, like mistletoe.
God damn.
Why all this purity bullshit? I think we all know why you've been saving yourself and who for. So why don't you sit that cute little ass down? Even if she was interested in fucking her brother, which she's not, that would dry me right up as a woman.
Oh yeah.
Those words in that combination.
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
I'd queef some dust. That's little
like an awkward cough in a church.
A baby powder poof.
Oh my god.
So that's that.
Yeah.
End of that conversation. We're in the woods now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bring up to either of my parents the fact that my brother just came on to me. We're not gonna probe any deeper into that series of dialogue options.
Never. We would never.
I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Keep it to your goddamn self. And now...
But I'm going to go see Toby now because my brother talking to me about fucking me has really got me in the mood to see Toby.
I don't like the way you put that.
Well, it's the way the movie put it.
I don't like the way you put it, though. Yeah, so she calls up Toby, and guess what? You know how Toby was like, yeah, we can't see each other? Forget that.
All it takes is for you to change your fucking minds, because maybe I'm going to be able to put it in. His entire motivation, nobody gets in the car to meet somebody at a cave where people knowingly bang without the implication. All right?
The implication.
And he gets her into the water. She shows up, and that's when she says, I brought my bathing suit. Maybe mention it on the phone so he doesn't have to get naked in broad daylight in the woods.
Well, I think they both do. Like, they both get changed behind trees, but he just takes his pants off.
That's what I mean. His dick is exposed.
To anybody.
Those are one size too small, we'll call it. His boxer briefs.
I don't know. You see it later, and it's just like, really?
Most of the dicks in this movie are subpar in size.
And color.
That's true. Unless you're an orc.
Yeah, unless you're already fucking dead. Or your skin is naturally gray like a mortician. So, yeah.
10 minutes of them courting each other by kissing on a rope swing.
Lots of it.
Way too much of that. I feel like there was a director quota for how many times they had to spin in a circle for this scene. It's like spin in a circle 2.5 times and then kiss again. Because they do, like, it's like copy paste, rinse, repeat for 10 minutes of movie.
Pretty much.
Looking at each other longingly, kissing.
Saying this doesn't feel wrong?
No, it feels great.
Toby grabs a tit.
That's too far.
Now I'm going to swim towards the fucking cave.
Yes.
You better not follow.
Right after saying out loud, purity.
Purity.
Let's go to the fuck cave.
Let's go soak in the fuck cave.
Toby tries to climb the swing a little bit half-assed. You'll notice he did not have an erection.
That's good.
So he must have some difficulty with that. Oh, it's situational. His erection.
Don't fucking say that.
His erections are a certain number of activities need to be met first, like forcing somebody down, cracking their head off a rock, and not stopping. All those things happen in this movie.
Yeah, they do.
Toby's entire personality is I'm gonna get my dick wet.
I'm gonna get my dick wet in the eyes of the Lord.
Before he goes into the cave, he's on the rope swing and he bites his lip in what I can only describe as an I just realized I could probably wear her down moment. Like, if I keep trying long enough, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I touched her tit and she didn't slap me, so we're on to something here.
Yeah. 50 no's and a yes is a yes.
That is no way to think, young men who are listening. Young men who are listening, take it from two adults.
Now,
Don't.
shot pacing in this movie sucks. They fuck the tone up with the things I mentioned earlier, but also they spend too much time on, and they don't give enough dialogue to the characters to keep a long shot entertaining to watch. It's just two heads looking, and it's a lot of it in this movie. And I don't know, like, did your writer quit? Did your screenwriter just quit halfway?
Well, here's what probably happened was they got the idea for the film,
Yeah.
and they went for it.
Like, it was probably supposed to be 5 minutes long.
And yeah, they got like they started recording like, wait a minute, we don't have anything to film, but
don't
biting
actually-
dicks off.
We don't actually have a movie here. We just have set pieces surrounding dick snipping.
What are we going to do with all these prosthetic dick tips?
And, like, I could understand it if there's... No, I couldn't even then, but if the characters could act well enough to have a meaningful face that, like, draws me in, or if the movie was shot competently enough to be exciting to look at, like a Wes Anderson movie. I can sit through fucking no talking in the Darjeeling Limited because there's cool stuff to look at. This movie is shot like a fucking Hallmark Christian film. Like a made-for-TV fucking... whatever the name of the shitty channel that has Christmas movies.
Hallmark.
With Kirk Cameron in them.
Hallmark.
It's just that.
I'm pretty sure. I know what you're thinking of.
Like, things are lit up, and that's just it.
Yep.
No nuance to the fucking cinematography whatsoever. You're trying to be all artistic with a slow zoom. It's just boring.
It is.
Tedious.
I was thinking this might have been a Christian movie had it not been for all the visible severed penises.
Yeah, and stumps where penis once lived.
Lots of stumps.
Fuck. Yeah. Why did you wrap yourself in the cave sleeping bag, knowing full well that it's been fucked in?
Yeah, I don't.
Been fucked shut.
Yeah, I don't. Why? Like,
and then I wrote, Toby wants some crevice in the crevice.
He sure does. He goes to climb up out of the cave, and she's like, "No, stay in there, stay in the water." And he's like,
he goes,
"I'm
nah.
cold. I'm cold. I want to come up."
Well,
and
she wraps herself in a fucking sleeping bag, so it's cold up top too.
Yeah, and immediately it's just like, "All right, you're up. That's fine."
Yeah.
And everything I had said earlier, don't worry about it.
Well, worry about it, because I'm not in.
I mean, yeah, no, it'd be definitely.
Toby's like, everything you said earlier, I'm not going to worry about.
Yeah. So they start making out, as you do when you're cold with your pal. You make out.
Sure.
And then,
Gotta increase that body temp.
as they make out slowly.
Well, that's not enough. I'm Toby.
They start to lay down, and
But a
that
little more.
is unpure.
That's too much. That's why they call it laying together
That's right.
in the Bible.
They cut it off right there. They go, no, I can't. We can't do that. No, that's.
Yep.
That's I'm not. We're no. You'll notice the word I'm saying.
Yeah.
No.
I also noticed the amount of times you said it is pretty much accurate to the amount of times Don says it.
Toby ain't taking that for an answer.
No,
and
you don't have to do anything. You could just lie there.
I haven't jerked off since Easter, so this is gonna be a big one. That's why I imagined he said that.
Oh.
What else would that information be pertinent to?
All right, Don, brace yourself.
Woo-wee!
Gonna be like cracking open a fire hydrant.
Did somebody shake this pop can before they opened it, or what?
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, so she goes to bed for half a second because she gets knocked out by a fucking rock when he slams her head off of it.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And that is consent, everybody. Because she stopped saying no.
She also stopped having consciousness.
That's true.
And in all capitals here, I just wrote, he gets his dick bit off and you see it.
I also wrote dick bit off.
Well, that's because that's exactly what the fuck happens.
And then upon realizing, and you get a nice shot of just him from, it's just full body from the shins up.
Yep.
Dick hole agape.
Just a black pit where there once was a A majestic oak. I
Something
don't know.
that pisses me off is that everybody's apparently got horrible circulation in this movie. Because by the time you get to see the dick hole, they've already stopped bleeding. All of them.
Yeah, you hear like heartbeats of like blood pumping out. Like
Never get to see it though.
squirt, 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 squirt.
And then by the time you get to see it, it's done. We've cauterized this wound.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no more blood in this boy's body. By the way, he falls into the water.
He jumps into the water.
Does he?
Yeah.
I looked down to right and I heard a splash.
Which, again, enjoy your gangrene. Because earlier in the scene, you get to see a turtle swimming in that water. That's turtle shit water. And he just jumped in with a fucking huge dick hole open.
Oh.
So even if he didn't die, which he does, spoiler alert, you would, or at least you'd want to.
Turtles are the dirtiest creatures on the planet. What's dirtier than a turtle?
Pig.
I don't know.
To quote Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction, I don't eat any animal that doesn't have enough common sense to disregard its own feces.
Fair enough. I still say turtles are full of parasites.
Oh no, they are. For sure. You're talking, you want it, what's the lousiest animal in the world?
Yeah,
Because maybe turtles.
Yeah, Franklin. Franklin doesn't look so peppy in real life.
Poor Franklin.
Franklin's very sick. So
the implications of a turtle hanging around with, because they live to be like 200, and you got like a bear, and what else?
A beaver, a goose, there's a rabbit who's a bit of an asshole.
So here's the weird part, though. In Turtle Eaters, Franklin's like 38. He's hanging out with these fucking kids.
Franklin! Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
And he lives at home with his fucking parents still?
Yeah.
What a little bastard.
Why do you think he's in the grade he's in? He might be 38 in years. They're not brain years. Very much a child up there. Like a reverse Andy Milonakis.
The neckerchief explains it.
There's a whistle underneath.
You know he's getting into trouble quite often with his spaghetti.
So now we get to sit here and endure a victim of a sexual assault getting and then maintaining PTSD for about 20 minutes of movie.
You kind of watch it set in because she's like feeling the side of the wall and just like sitting there. Mm-hmm. I don't know how she didn't. First of all, look, I don't know. It's not it can't be a main vein. As much as we'd like to say we're draining the main vein, it's a pretty big vein though. It's got to be. You have a point about the circulation.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
The lack
the
of
blood just stops. Where's the trail of it through the water?
Yeah, why isn't the pond just a murky red?
It very should be.
And like with all of the blood that should be out there, why did it take the cops so long to find him?
Who told them to look in the first place?
That's fair. I guess like a missing persons report probably takes like 48 hours or some shit. I don't know.
But you would have to know where his Jeep was. Otherwise, why are you looking in the lagoon in the first place?
Well,
I guarantee you he didn't tell anybody where he was going. Well, there was urgency.
Yeah, no, but this is a well-known makeout spot.
Oh, so eventually we just go where all the teens get dick hard?
Yes!
All right.
You would imagine, like, this kid's got some parents, and when he doesn't come home at night, they would go, well, let's call the... But no, it's like a day later. Maybe 2.
I can't also talk about how this woman is out here killing people without any consequences whatsoever.
0.
Or at least maiming them and then just leaving the area and it's fine.
And why does he die but nobody else does?
Because he's a little pussy. Alright, so, just keep going because I'm gonna steamroll through this fucking piece of shit.
No!
House always very bright up to this point, so when she comes home after being raped in a cave, all the lights are off and it's dark and she's not smiling anymore because she lost her innocence. Okay.
Boy, oh boy, I didn't even pick up on that. I was still shocked about the penis.
I don't know how you couldn't pick up on it. You get slapped in the face with it.
The severed penis on the... Like, I just saw that, and that was just kind of like burned into my vision for a little bit. I kind of went black. Just woke up and the movie was still going.
Like Dawn.
Like Dawn.
The movie is essentially Toby.
Well,
Held you down and didn't care whether you liked it or not.
Well, here's the thing. The movie keeps going well after Toby ends.
That's true.
So I would kind of wish the movie was Toby because it'd be fucking over.
This is, just a bunch of shots of Dawn being upset. For some reason, rape victims, like, need to take a fucking super long hot shower after the fact. I sort of get it, but, like, get an enema instead because it's your insides that are now dirty.
Yeah, there's kits and stuff. You go to the hospital, they'll get you.
Yeah, another thing that she never does is report her sexual assault to anyone. Doesn't tell her fucking parents, doesn't tell the fucking gynecologist who stuffs his entire hand to the wrist into her.
You're getting a little ahead.
You fucking no police, no cops.
Well,
it takes her days to realize that she's committed a murder and should probably report that as well.
That was a weird one. So here's the thing. You've clearly done something wrong. But did you?
No.
Because
no, it was self-defense.
Kinda.
The worst that, like, you're not gonna...
How could you blame anybody for having teeth in their vagina, though? Like,
yeah, that...
You're under arrest for having teeth in your vagina.
Ah, shit.
Like, the judge is gonna throw the book at you.
Take me to a dentist.
I sentence you to braces. 1,000 years braces.
You have to wear a night guard now.
Stop it from snoring. Yeah, so she takes this shower and like the music stops like halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't
just so abruptly also. Halfway through like a bar.
The music is very weird because there's another scene where they're trying to play intense music at a dance where you can still hear the music the people are dancing to. And then you're still supposed to listen to these people talk about non-virginity things.
I can't and I couldn't and I won't.
Absolutely.
How's that sound?
Hey.
There's nothing to dissect here. That's like, at all. This movie is on the surface and it sucks up here.
Yeah. It's weird. I just, if Toby would have had some fucking forethought,
Or more than 2 sentences worth of dialogue.
Maybe, like, she said no, man.
That's it. She said no like 5 times. Before you even got into the cave, she said no.
And, like, the fact that you have it soaked right now in pond water, like, it's not gonna be a pleasant stick of bubble gum, She's not gonna want to pop that in her mouth regardless. Go home, have a shower.
Probably got algae on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's got turtle guts. There's turtles in the fucking water.
There's more than just turtles.
You can't see the bottom of the grotto. It's filthy.
Later on during his autopsy, they talk about how there's the tooth that they extract. That's my second favorite line in this entire movie. I wrote it down. I just have to find it. It's the mortician doing the autopsy, and he goes, "We found this embedded in the penile stump."
Oh, we all know what that is.
Don't refer to it as that.
Well, you don't refer to it as a penis, Jay.
Fair enough.
It's very much a stump.
Oh,
he's just telling you where the stump is located.
Yeah. So, Dawn realizing that her life of innocence before marriage has been ruined, so she's gonna tear down all the posters and drawings of wedding gowns that she's really jumped super far ahead in assuming that was even a possibility in the first place. You meet a guy at school for the first time. Oh, we're getting married like next week.
I don't know if this is her plans to marry Toby so much as just her Christian child plans to get married very, very early.
Yeah,
because she's
pumping out kids till
she's
we're at
drawn
12.
She's drawn dresses when they're trying to teach her about the penis and the vagina.
That's true.
Pay some fucking attention.
Yeah, this is information that's important for you.
Yeah, whether or not you want it or not, like, you should know what it looks like when it comes at you,
Also, it's largely medical, the information.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you should probably know, like, oh, what's that liquid coming out? Mm-hmm. Yikes.
What's that gonna do to my body when it gets into my ovums?
Is it poison?
Do I?
See, I bet you that answer would be in the book.
Oh, yeah. Is it nutritious? Do I save it for later? All this and more.
Mm-hmm.
What's it good for? Absolutely nothing.
One more purity fucking seminar speech thing.
And her okay, so her friends are like,
she didn't tell her friends about what Toby did either.
No, but her friends are sure, like, Toby says he wishes he was here. He wants to support. She knows full well where the fuck Toby is.
Yeah, she does, and says nothing.
Because how will Toby be there? Even if Toby survived, Toby's not standing up for some time. Toby's bedridden. Toby's gonna be sitting. It's gonna hurt.
He's gonna be sitting on a donut.
There's, yeah.
He's gonna be sitting on an airplane neck pillow for like 30 years.
Toby's in the hospital. His dick.
Fucking.
Toby got his dick ripped off.
I mean, he did. It's true.
Oh my God. It's just Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Who's getting their dick ripped off tonight?
He grabbed the wrong cup at Wongburger.
Oh fuck.
You don't think they're dicking around over there?
I forgot all about that
it.
episode until just now.
They're professional dick hunters. They crave dick, as we all do.
Aren't they just making a spaceship out of it?
Yeah.
They're just.
You know what? It's even funnier. Close the door to the spaceship, and it's just a pile of dicks that falls from the ceiling in a heap.
Severed penises are hilarious. Oh my God, severed penises are so fucking funny.
Carl's is in the trash. He's like, "Is that one mine?" Of course it is. It's got that curve to the left.
Oh my God, he's so disappointed too.
Anyway, while fucking Dawn is tearing down her bedroom, yeah, you just cut to Brad on his side sucking that index finger that he had inside her puss earlier.
Cause he knows.
You know, when they were kids.
Yeah. He's forgotten, by the way, how that cut got him. He thinks that Dawn just bit him.
I don't know if he said that to her so as not to admit the fact that I stuck it in my sister's twat, and I'm obsessed with her now. I'm a bit of a masochist.
I've been marked. The dark sign.
The black spot.
Some fucking Harry Potter shit.
Fucking Davy Jones coming up.
She
flubs her purity speech because, I mean, how can you have conviction about something that you've just betrayed with your activities?
This is I don't understand this part because she's like, yeah, I was impure, and then everybody's like, the blood, the flesh of the innocent. They all just start chanting, and it's like, how do y'all know to do that?
It's supposed to be a cult.
And it is.
The same way. It's peace be with you and also with you. It's just dog whistles that get people to respond in the way that you want them to.
Oh my God.
Fucking Waco, Texas, in this school gym.
Oh
where
my
we're having
God.
a stupid dance. I had to look away during the dance part because these kids can't dance worth a fucking shit.
They're all white.
That's true. Some white people have talent, okay?
And they're not a lick of it's in this gym right now.
No.
This is the scene where they're trying to play like some intense music, but then they're also trying to play doo-doo.
It just sounded like mush to me.
Picture.
I was far too focused on, you know how like people try to raise the roof?
Yeah.
There's a kid in this crowd who's trying to lower it.
Bring that roof down.
You know, that's his dance move.
It's the Christian version.
Yeah.
The scene, the dance scene is like any scene on Always Sunny where they like have that rotating light and they're playing music because it's supposed to be a party, but it's just people who shouldn't be.
And you got Danny DeVito staring daggers at you from across the room with like a hot dog in his hand.
Just in case you needed the vibe of the theme or of the scene, that's it right there.
But so earlier in this movie, we get introduced to two characters.
That's right.
On the first day of school, apparently Dawn is the hottest girl in the entire town because every guy at this school is making jokes about coming inside of her.
They
just
sure
busting
are.
right in. What
Boy,
flavor
oh
are
boy.
you? Cherry? Let me just crack this can in your fucking face.
Yeah,
and you're just gonna
yeah.
smile right through that.
Pop that cherry. Oh yeah, and they like make fun of her shirt that says like "Love is worth waiting for."
Yeah.
Where are you getting these shirts made, Dawn?
Well, that one she made herself.
Like people are making fun of you for wearing these. You could wear a plain shirt. It would, we still get
mean.
it, Don. We still
Like,
get it.
The worst kind of celibate people are the ones that make it everyone's business. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't necessarily need to know about it 24/7 hanging out. Mm-hmm. Have a conversation about something that isn't the fucking you're not doing.
I hadn't thought about fucking you until you told me that you weren't fucking.
Yeah, well, it's like telling me not to imagine a pink elephant.
You motherfucker! I just did.
You know?
Don't, guys. Don't imagine that elephant.
But I don't. Fucking who cares?
Somebody clearly cared. They made the film, Jay.
Yeah.
They made the goddamn film.
Don gets so this guy.
Yeah,
one of the other students makes a bet with his friend that because she's celibate, which this bet wouldn't have existed had you not worn that shirt, because they wouldn't have known.
Or cared, probably.
No. High school kids have a lot of important things that are dick-related going on, so making the problem worse by making it your whole personality and identity is probably a hindrance. Case in point, I bet you, friend of mine, that I could nail this chick, probably against her will, because she's made it very clear she doesn't want it.
Yeah, I'm really gonna, your plan is to wear her down. That's the plan?
Yep.
Cool.
All right, if you can get inside there, I owe you a soda.
Better be a Crystal Pepsi. That's all I'm saying.
Mountain Dew Code Red, because these behaviors.
That too. I just wanted it to be something hard to get because, obviously he's got a chore ahead of him. But no, I like yours better.
So anyway, he shows up at this purity thing, even though he's not involved in it at all, just so that he could show a little bit of maybe.
Yeah, you think it's cool, so obviously it's got to be cool, right?
Yeah, and then she's like, "Actually, fuck this, drive me home."
Yeah, I was raped. I need to leave.
Oh, no mention of the fact that you were raped, but probably should mention it when he asks you on a date by giving you his business card like a lawyer.
That was very odd. And she laughs in his face.
Yeah.
I
would too.
You got a business card for fucking?
Yeah. How many of these have you printed off and handed out around school, I wonder?
You're in high school. What business do you have?
Also, what phone number is that?
This is your parents' phone number. This is your dad's business card. You just put your name on it.
On my fucking forearm like a real romance.
Oh, no.
Anyway, she goes, "That's funny. It's not you though," and then just leaves. And she has he's got the same reaction that I probably would have in that situation, where he gets about a half a block away and turns around because what the fuck was so funny?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Yeah, what the fuck you laughing about,
bitch? Anyway, she didn't actually go home. She biked back to Toby's so that we can see that Toby's dick now has crabs.
Oh right, she goes back to so he goes back to her house and is like, "I'm here for Don."
Knocks on the door and gets Brad, the brother.
And you know what? Brad's not going to have any of this.
No, he's already staked that claim.
Yeah.
He's put his flag on that Everest.
He says something disgusting like, "You're out of your league. My sister's smoking.
Yeah.
I want to fuck my sister."
You can take it from me. I know how hot she is. I see it in my dreams every night.
So he makes quick work of his competition there by punching him in the face.
And the most cartoonish fall to the ground also.
Mm-hmm.
He basically Daffy Ducks it down.
Well, what else do you do when the next scene is a crab fucking around with a severed penis?
Well, they're hungry. They're bottom feeders, okay? They take refuse.
If you don't know about crabs, they will eat anything that stops moving.
Yeah, that's true.
So the fact that this penis is still here, and it's been a day?
Well, it takes him a second to climb up the shit.
Oh, it's true.
You know, it's still on by the sleeping bag. Also, nobody's come back yet to bang in the cave.
That's a good point. There's a whole lot of blood in there.
Or like a couple did come back and they saw that and were like, "Let's find somewhere else."
This is no longer the cave for fucking, I see.
Apparently, that it stopped being the cave for fucking earlier today.
It stopped being the cave for fucking right here mid-shaft. This is where it became the cave for getting your dick ripped the fuck off.
You pay your respects, okay? The flag's at half-mast.
Permanently. I don't know if have you seen have you seen Crab Rave?
Crab Rave.
Crab Rave.
I don't know.
I
don't think so.
It's just CG crabs, and they're like,
okay,
just throw a dick in there.
I may have seen Crab Rave.
Just throw a severed dick right in there, and that's. She screams, and then you see a crab just crab raving with this severed.
You know, it does do that. Yeah, it hangs out and tries to make itself big, like it's scaring off a predator.
This dick is mine! My dick! Holy shit! I'm gonna bring this back and nobody's gonna believe
I'm
this.
gonna feed my family for weeks.
Oh my god, I had a moment like that where I found something that nobody's gonna believe. Hold on, I think I might have it up here. I'll show you some of it.
Okay.
It's right here. There you go.
Now, anytime that somebody hands me just a plastic bag
Yeah.
that's tied in a knot.
Yeah, tell me how I found and why I found this, but I got maybe 2 more full bags of this.
During a conversation about severed dicks, you're gonna hand me an indiscriminate bag.
It's a conversation about finding interesting things.
Now, this is now a wad of brown paper like I ordered a fucking pound of ground meat at a butcher shop. And I don't want to open it. Okay, this is the size of, like... What the fucking... Why do you have molds of teeth?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you have plaster molds of teeth?
Yeah.
That you got probably from a thrift store.
Nah.
Where?
On the ground. Outside.
And I'm touching them with my bare hands, man.
Did I not? Hey! They're made of plaster, man. You can't just throw those.
Well, I did, because ew, dude. Whose are those, and why are they?
I got like 3 bags. I don't know. Do you want some teeth?
You picked them up and kept them, huh?
Yeah, I walked
twice-
back into my job and I was like, "Hey guys, you get 3 guesses.
With them also.
You get 3 guesses as to what I found. You'll never guess." And you know what? Nobody guessed.
I would never say teeth right first. It's good, great. I mean, at least it's appropriate with the conversation we're having.
Yeah, I mean it's no severed dick.
No, but they could accomplish that.
I'd have dragged that home too, though. Be like, guys, you'll never fucking believe this.
Fucking God.
Boop 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 ba doop ba doop boop boop.
Yeah, enjoy having those in your house. They're probably haunted. You're cursed now.
I hope so.
Like fucking The Exorcist.
I fucking hope so.
So, I didn't write anything because I don't think there was anything worth writing, but seeing that dick again has prompted Dawn to do a little bit more research about her problem. In the form of, well, Googling FBI watch list results, basically.
Yeah.
Really make it, giving her dad's integrity a run for his money later.
There's also there's a scene in between where she chucks her purity ring into the water.
Yeah. Oh, see, I didn't write about that because it's just 5 minutes of her standing over the cliff and looking down. Mm-hmm. Cool. Good movie.
And you know what's really good is to definitely throw evidence in with the murder scene.
That's true.
That you've been there.
That thing that you've made very clear is heavily a part of you as a person.
That thing that's gonna leave a dent on your finger now that it's gone. Yeah.
And whatever it hits in the water when it lands.
So yeah, here we are Googling genital mutilation pictures.
Great.
Yep. Hey.
Just take a gand.
Google.
And then, fucking... It doesn't... How sheltered is this fucking bitch, alright? Because the concept of a myth existing before current society is just insane. It's so insane that I need to take a long pensive bike ride while I narrate it in my head. Also, I'm gonna co-sign the most fucking sexist and misogynistic idea of female genitalia ever. Because this whole mythology is about how women need to be conquered. They're a threat. And the only way to do that is to fuck them till they're good with it.
And you know that there's an offensive statue to go right along with this myth.
Yeah,
It's
It doesn't
barely a human.
It doesn't look like vagina dentata.
It
It
looks
looks
like
like a rectovaginal fistula.
It looks like the alligator lady from
It
Tokyo
does.
Gore Police.
Yeah, you're
for
right.
God's sakes.
You're sure right. Sick.
It's a fucking bear trap between her legs.
Somebody's got to sew up Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, why is he ripped down there?
Have you
Christopher
not, like,
Robin, no!
Have you ever, like, he's doing his stretches and he bends over and he, like, rips his fabric and he's got to sew it up himself.
Oh, God.
That's-
I don't care for that. You know Brad's right in there, too.
Ah!
He sees that and he's like, well, that's what I like.
God. So, yeah, she's... The narration about this fucking mythological explanation for what's actually just a genetic mutation problem. Like, maybe trust science on this one. Anyway, that's when you get the fucking lingerie billboards and the fucking banana split at like a Taco Bell or something. Like Dairy Queen.
Fucking vagina dentata.
Let's go to the gynecologist.
Should we?
You'd think that a gynecologist would recognize the signs of a very recent rape, given that it's his job to look for that.
I don't know what a... You know what? I don't know. I don't know what...
I think OBGYNs are the ones who administer the kit. I could be wrong. It might just be a nurse thing. But
You would...
I would hope it would be somebody with some education on the area.
Yeah, you would probably notice some friction anyway.
Question for you, though.
Yes.
So movies, a lot of the time, films, because you have...
this is one of those.
You have autonomy over the way that you present the story.
Sure.
Right? So you can have in the movie, or you can omit from the movie, things that, while they would have happened, probably don't need to be illustrated in the scene.
That's correct.
Like, anytime I'm watching somebody brush their teeth, I don't care. Same with, like, going to the bathroom. I'm good without seeing that. Getting raped in a cave, you could just imply it instead of... The sex scenes in this movie go on longer than the fucking movie, all right?
I mean, they're barely sex scenes. They're more just... Like, how is it a sex scene when you hear a cucumber snap, you know? When you know a dick's getting bit off, you're not like, man, let me put my meat in my hand.
Because the preamble leading up is longer than the better part of the scene. As in the actual banging. And it's showcase at night graphic.
Oh, it is.
Couchy fucking dry humping. Anyway, the reason I brought that up was I don't need to see the fucking doctor wash his hands. I don't care if he did or not. It doesn't matter.
You know what I didn't want to see?
How much lube he used when he stuffed his whole fist in there?
Well...
Because he wetted that shit up.
That, and so... This motherfucker, he puts on gloves.
And he takes one off, doesn't he?
He takes one off, and then you know what he does with that hand?
Well, it goes in a woman.
He uses his ungloved hand to touch everything beside him, and then he grabs the lube, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, you need a little bit of that on the finger, obviously.
Hand.
Not the gloved hand either.
Nope.
It's
like fucking Kramer and Seinfeld, the way he fucking lathers himself up in Crisco.
And the formation of the hand too.
Yeah, it's a human speculum. Look, Google search just for those at home what a speculum is, and picture that, but a hand.
Yep.
Also, I don't need my gynecologist to say, "Geez, you're tight." Hey,
this is not gynecological behavior.
No, it's not, and he's creepy about it.
Look, a gynecologist's job has to be so
professional,
so very tough to be professional.
Yeah.
How do you not say that? I get it. I definitely. Yeah, it's hard. This is.
It's not.
I can't.
It's not going smooth down here.
I can't. Having some trouble.
Also, is that good? And then she goes, "Shouldn't you tell me?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's good." Hey!
Yeah!
I'd like to reschedule my appointment elsewhere.
I didn't think of that. That didn't occur to me that he had said that. He did say that.
So...
Because he's definitely talking about the way it feels to her.
Yeah.
And not...
Tightness, goodness.
Yeah.
And then, what did you put in here? You really think that she's got booby traps?
Yeah, the second she kind of... First of all...
You should be able to say stop during a gynecological exam the second you feel pain.
Yeah, I think does he say like bite through the pain or...
Yeah, no. How about don't cause me it?
Yeah, how about... How about you don't need to put the whole thing doesn't need to go up in there?
Nah, works great with a couple fingers.
Yeah.
Probably. Also, they have apparatus that just open that shit right up for you.
They sure do.
You don't need the bare hand.
They sure do.
Pretty sure he lost his watch in there.
Oh.
He also lost 4 fingers when he wouldn't stop what he was doing.
Yeah, the second where she's like, ow, and he's like, this is tight. It kind of turns around.
Over. That's fine.
Her attitude towards the examination turns.
That's right. And we just keep on going until biting happens, and then, like an Indian man who does a really bad job entertaining people by fucking around with crocodiles, well, he gets stuck.
That's exact. Oh my god! it looks like he's wrestling an alligator.
He sure does.
He like flips her onto her stomach.
Yeah.
And like.
And he's getting waved around like he's holding onto a fire hose for too long.
Oh, when he rolls her onto her stomach, that's the death roll that severs the fingers.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Yeah.
It's like you tried to pet a shark and you met the business end.
Oh my god, yep. And so she hops off the table and leaves a trail of doctor's fingers behind her.
Yeah, he identifies the condition immediately because apparently he's well versed in the research.
Yeah, so
This Greek myth. It would be like going to a doctor and having him try to explain phrenology to you. You know, the idea that black people's skulls are shaped differently so their brains are smaller?
I didn't until just now.
Yeah. Old school shit. It's the equivalent.
Oh,
It's like a woman coming to you upset and going, "You're hysterical. You need to come."
I got the solution. A hot beef injection.
Smoking a fat brown cigar while talking about how everybody wants their mom in their mouth.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is that why he named his dog Mother? And at the end, you know what happens with his, you know. Am I putting 2 and 2 together here to get 4, or am I still getting 3?
I think he's got some underlying parental issues in the fact that the woman who lives there, while not biologically his mother, he never considers her to be in the first place.
Yeah.
He's replaced his biological mom, who I don't know where or who she is, because the fact that he's got a different mom doesn't fucking matter worth a shit.
Maybe his dog is the mom.
And I think he just named that dog that because he's traumatized from abandonment.
Mm-hmm. So she, she leaves the doctor's office. Well, he's screaming vagina dentata.
Yep, screaming it.
There's nobody else in this
Nope.
office that's gonna...
Walked right by the receptionist still in the gown. You don't get to see it in the movie, though, so it didn't happen. No, she got out of there just fine and nobody batted an eye.
Yeah, this is how every gynecological exam ends, by screaming vagina dentata and running. So she gets home. She bikes home and like the police kind of come up behind her and she thinks like, oh shit, it's for me.
You'll notice the sirens on, but the lights weren't.
Yep. And also they're like, pull over, it's the police.
Yeah, every cop says that.
They sure do to somebody on a bike.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they just go around her. I don't know.
Because they wasn't for her. It was so they could go to the fucking lagoon and look at a severed dick on a ledge.
There it is, right there.
I can see it from here, guys.
So she goes home.
I will say this.
Yes.
Doctor scene when he's wrestling with the gaping maw of a predator, though. Best part of the whole movie. I don't care. I laugh my dick off.
Oh, fuck.
And then, let's just go straight to dead mom on the floor after that.
Oh, no. First we go to pond. We go to pond to see silhouette of dead body in water.
Sure.
And then, let's go see how Mom and Brad and Melody are doing. Since they're all home alone together.
Let me tell you, Mom's on the floor of the bathroom.
No.
Stone's throw away from ass banging.
Not even in the bathroom. She's right in the hallway.
It's sodomy.
And the door.
Yeah, ajar.
Wide open. You see everything.
You do. And you can also hear Melody going, ow. Like a lot. This movie's just great, you know? This is just such a good movie. Every
film.
Scene makes sense.
Great film.
We don't at all set things up that are never fleshed out. Fleshed out.
Yep. So, So here we are. We're at the hospital, I guess, and she wakes up to the sound of a dick being bitten off.
Yeah.
Distinctly the sound of a cucumber just like, crunching.
Well, she's haunted.
And then she's at the hospital with her stepdad, and her stepdad's like, go home, where your brother is arguing with that girl that he fucks in the butt.
Yeah, that's right. Go home and go to sleep instead of with your loved one while my wife and your mother are in the hospital.
But instead, no. Where does she go, Jay?
I don't fucking care. Where?
She goes to that guy's house.
Yeah, she goes to fucking Shiny McGee's house.
Whatever his name is.
Now,
I don't think you'll even learn his goddamn name.
Hang on.
Oh,
I might have it.
We might have it.
Nope. Nope.
Well,
I don't.
Guess what? He lives in his mom's garage.
We'll call him Shiner. He lives in his mom's garage and has an intercom to the regular house.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be drafty, but I like the fact that when people come over, you have to open a giant door.
Yeah.
There's no side garage door. It's just the fucking main garage door, and that's it.
Yeah, you had to display your entire life to everybody in the
That's
neighborhood
right.
anytime somebody comes over.
Better hope a fucking paperboy is not coming through, because I have a vibrator that goes on my fucking finger, and I like to wiggle that shit around like a probing barnacle. What's appealing or enticing about that at all? Just hey, look what I got.
Nothing.
Eedle-eedle-lee.
Nothing like getting vibed out in a garage.
Tickle, tickle. Yeah, so because Toby's dead, and we can't talk to Dad because, Mom's in the hospital and she's not doing very well, and I can't talk to Brad because he's going to try and put it in me, I'm going to talk to the guy who asked me on a date and I laughed in his face about let's just give a quick rundown of the Greek mythology surrounding the thing you've never heard of before. Somehow, though, he's heard of it.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't want to spend another 5 minutes explaining it again.
Yeah, instead, just 5 minutes on those boringest shots ever. That's cool. You need room for more of that.
We need a really long bathtub shot.
Yeah, so now, we've been accosted by our sibling, who we've grown up with.
Mm-hmm.
Been raped.
Unfortunately, we have.
Bit a dick off.
Yes, we did.
Bit 4 fingers off of a medical professional.
Hey.
Because you didn't give him enough information about your condition before going to see him.
Well, I think you're victim blaming here a little bit, Jay.
She's Typhoid Mary.
Hey, he didn't need to put his whole fist up there.
So what we are going to get now, in case that wasn't enough, is she gets drugged and then plowed while she's half asleep.
Yeah.
And somehow that's cool.
Yeah, this shiny McGee here gives her a pill that his mom takes for her nerves.
Yeah, it's fucking sleeping. It's oxys.
And so this whole time, Dawn wants nothing more than to go to the police and confess that she's bitten a dick off. And that's not her fault. I still say do it. Nothing is going to come up.
If first of all, assault and self-defense during a fucking rape, there's no way that she would be convicted of anything, regardless of whether or not there were teeth.
I mean, I would hope that she wouldn't be. For the love of God.
It depends on where, if they're in fucking Mississippi, she might be boned, but...
Anyway, so her whole thing is she wants to confess.
I'm going to get you so stoned that you can't even drink wine.
Exactly.
And then take full advantage of you to settle the bet I made last week.
Yeah, and
she's obsessed with the idea of having, according to the myth, a hero needs to vanquish the monster that's inside of me.
I think she mentions it once, and he becomes obsessed with it.
He goes, "I'm the hero, because I still got, it's still intact, and it's working great, isn't it?" And she's like, she's a fucking loopy hell ride. She probably couldn't say no.
Yeah. He's like,
great.
The pill's gonna make you foggy. So
date raped.
You shouldn't want to go to the police because you'll be all foggy headed.
Yeah, and if you describe what I was doing, I might get in trouble.
Yeah. No. And
just stay over because you're too high. I laid out candles and everything, and I got us some bubbly, as if I knew you were coming over instead of it being 100% a surprise.
And I also just turned on the soundtrack to Kenny versus Spenny. What the fuck music is he playing? It's like the background. That's
Always Sunny, but
and either way,
yeah, it's the same.
It's so he's playing that, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm the hero. I'm gonna vanquish it. Dude's got an uncircumcised penis. Is he really the hero?
Well, it's his helmet.
His battle helmet.
Yeah, he's the Black Knight.
He's gonna vanquish the vagina dentata. He's going into battle.
He sure is.
Against the cervix.
Entering the labyrinth. We're gonna get to the center.
It's a hallway. It's barely a labyrinth. There shouldn't be any twists or turns.
It's a front foyer. You walk in, you take your shoes off.
Fucking. What kind of hero is on? And you see it later, and she let that in there. Come on.
Yes, she did. This is what I mean, though. This is the longest fuck scene, and I'm sitting there throwing my hands up because I don't need to see all this. I don't need to see the fucking semen-covered afterglow of having just banged for the first time successfully without causing somebody extreme pain, without amputating a limb.
Yeah.
And
so they're
fucking great.
Oh wow! It's the vagina dentata is gonna get you. Oh no, I'm gonna conquer it.
Yeah.
And I guess this is where she learns she can control it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's controlled by her desire.
That's fair. You know? Okay. All right.
It's controlled by consent. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. So this is where we get to the mortician, and the mortician's like, I found this in the dick stump. It's a tooth.
In the stump.
And he's like, it's either a human tooth. It's
a cross between a shark and an eel, but it's got human DNA when we tested it or some shit like that.
Yeah, not just an eel, a lamprey.
This cop, by the way, not questioning a single thing about this.
Hey, well, they've got a dead body without a dick. They're gonna an animal probably bit the dick off.
And then we get the shot of the doctor getting hand surgery to put his fucking fingers back on. None of these doctors, having seen an amputated penis and 4 fingers, first of all, they didn't talk to him before putting him under. It's a chick with I got her name written down. She came in for an appointment.
I think she might have given him a fake name because
she gave him Toby's last name. Good job covering your tracks, you dumb slut.
Wait, how do you know it's Toby's last name?
Because they say Toby Cobb when they introduce him at the very beginning.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that guy is dead. His dick's bit off. Yeah, I got the chick who's fucking married to him apparently with her fucking teeth puss just right down the hall.
Well, here's the thing. So he's laying there. They've got the fingers, and they're like, "Are you sure you don't want to tell us what happened?" And then he just grabs the anesthetic and just puts it on his face.
Yeah. What?
But Jay.
Yeah.
How are you gonna tell him you were fisting your patient when something severed your fingers? You're in the wrong. It's like getting cut while you're robbing somebody. Like, you can't be like, yeah, I was robbing somebody and they stabbed me. You're in the wrong. You can't say what you did. There's no explanation that makes you come off as a good person. So no, I'm not gonna tell you.
Like stealing a car and then getting pissed that the tank's empty?
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
So of course he's put me right out so I don't have to answer this.
Yeah, so I don't have to hire lawyers.
God damn.
Fine. So I do have to go to the police, because this is next fucking day. I don't give a shit about anything else that happened.
Yeah, she's kind of like a new woman. She's
feeling her titties in the mirror.
She's got like a confidence of a lady who can bite dicks off.
A whore.
Oh, a dick-biting whore.
Anyway, all it takes to sway her from, reporting the crimes that have occurred, some of which she's been the subject of and the starter of. All it takes is a little wiggle of that vibrator. That's it. Your morals right out the window once again.
Oh, yeah.
Really loose-moraled woman, this.
Jesus.
You lose that purity ring, and it's just, you gotta make up for lost time at this point.
Apparently, yeah. It's, they've taken the burlap sack off of her head, and she's it's like when horses have to wear blinders.
Oh, yeah. She can see clearly now the rain's gone.
Oh, yeah.
The rain in the cave from the waterfall. So, yeah, banging again, and then he calls his bud on the phone mid-fuck.
He gets a call. Why he answers it beyond me, but he's like, oh, sweet, and he answers the phone.
It's so that he can give somebody an international high five.
Yeah. So, you know who it is, because he's like, yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Divulging too much information about what you're up to at the moment.
Mm-hmm. A simple text afterwards would have been like, I was in the middle of it.
Yep.
You know? Of course.
No respect.
And then he's like,
no respect here.
He tries to put her on the phone to prove that she's on top of his pee-pee.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously the mood now has shifted.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to tell from the fact that he's still bouncing her up and down during this conversation.
Yeah.
I could have done without that.
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is.
It's very weird.
Trying to fucking convince her that, nah, it's cool. I did this for a bet, and you're clearly upset right now.
But
still wet.
Hey,
still fucking soaking wet down there, aren't you?
Oh my God, yeah. He says, she gets mad because
I don't like what he says.
I don't like what he says either.
In the slightest.
She says, she gets mad because he didn't take her vow of purity seriously.
Yeah.
And then, what he says is, your mouth says one thing, but your sweet pussy says something else.
What are you gonna say, like Sean Connery?
You're
a sweet pussy. I slap women.
He sure does, and he's unashamed about it too. Fuck you, Sean Connery.
You old Scottish piece of shit.
So then, Crunch.
Yeah, Crunch.
Fucking, like, somebody just bit into a Dorito Crunch. Crunch, like the crisp apple of the first crisp apple of an autumn afternoon.
And this is the best penis removal because he tries to put it back on, and it doesn't go back on.
I'm really happy you noticed that, too.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I don't know what he thought was going to happen, like it was going to stick.
It would be like Neo's mouth in the Matrix when the
No!
it just reattaches like the thing.
Blah.
Cut to fucking, well, dad's dead, or not dad, mom's dead. All right, mom's dead at the fucking hospital.
Yeah, to add to your point where, like, nobody knows how to fucking act, like, so she goes to the hospital.
Let's go, because I think I know exactly what you're gonna say.
And the nurses are smiling. And
oh
like,
yeah,
you're her daughter, huh? Sit right down. We've got some news.
Yeah, there was like that pause moment where like, oh, that woman's daughter. Okay, well, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, that woman. You know how we've only got one dying woman in this hospital? You're that woman's daughter? Oh, sit down.
Why is dad absent? Well, because he's gone home to confront Brad.
Who?
About just a quick question for him.
Yeah.
Did you at any point stop ass fucking to see if mom was alive?
Actually.
The opposite.
Quite literally the opposite.
This is a dumb, silly as fuck fist fight between. It's so fucking stupid.
He
just like throws a kick for no reason. It's like, I'm kicking you out because it took the death of my wife to realize you're kind of a piece of shit, Brad.
You're also too old to be living here.
That's been true for years. It's not my dog in the house. You just have a dog, man.
No job. You don't ever see him go to school.
Nope.
You just see him fuck this lady in the butt.
Yeah. Begrudgingly on her part.
Yeah.
So yeah, that fight, he opens the fucking dog cage with his foot and sicks it on him, and then we're supposed to have, and I don't understand this at all, but like it's a super dramatic moment where he gets very emotional on the foot of the bed after having just tried to beat the shit out of his own father.
Yeah.
And then blames him for getting married so that he couldn't have banged Dawn earlier.
Which is very weird because when that happened, they were children, and really, you shouldn't have wanted to. I mean, you shouldn't because you're a child, I would say.
For a bunch of reasons.
You shouldn't have that urge, that sensation.
The other thing is, Dad just kind of glosses right over that point.
He doesn't want to hear it.
At all.
No.
Not only that, but the whole kicking him out thing just stops happening.
Yeah,
Why does he still live there?
Because he gets the upper hand with that dog. He lets the dog out, and the dog gets on his dad's chest. And
does that stop him from I want you gone though?
No.
Oh well, it does.
I guess so, huh?
The way that you almost had your dog bite my face off. I've changed. I've had a change of heart about you living here. You know what? You might as well stick around. The way that I hate, like when I look at your face, I see my dead wife.
You know what I thought was interesting was that the dad was he was bleeding quite a bit for no reason.
He had a neck wound. You get to see horrible makeup of it, almost completely healed in the next scene at the hospital.
Nice.
Yeah.
So whatever happened was inconsequential and probably looked terrible.
That's right.
Cool.
We'll shoot around it.
Yeah.
And then not explain anything.
So once we're done saying that we want to fuck our stepsister in front of Anal Girl.
Yeah.
Like
a really strong relationship they have.
Yeah, she's really cool with that too.
I'm pretty much admitting to you the reason I'll only go down the brown highway is because I'd rather save the pink for my sister.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously he's been committed to this because he looks at her vagina like he's never seen one before. He looks at it like this is something new, and he's only known the anus.
He looks at it like he wishes he got a better look when they were younger.
He finally gets that full-on look.
Yeah.
And
instead of the sneaky front lawn at noon one.
And there's nothing sneaky.
No.
The only sneaky part was the fact that they weren't facing their parents. And at that point, you should be curious about what's going on in that pool. If they're just sitting next to each other doing hand stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the parents are also sitting next to each other doing foot stuff.
Blech. God damn it, motherfucker. I had I had a point and it's gone. It's gone now. It's fucking gone, and it's fine that it's gone.
So that's, anyway, because Dad went home to confront Brad, that's why he's not at the hospital when Dawn's there, so that she can cuddle her dead mom's fucking rotting corpse and cry. Now, you may not have noticed, but that woman does a really bad job of being dead because her fucking arm moves. It moves all over the place. She's
not.
like trying to reposition it so it feels like she's being cuddled back, but then the woman playing her mom just keeps repositioning it herself.
I didn't notice that. Oh
Fuck.
my god.
You can tell because it's not organic if she had just been moving it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I didn't notice because I didn't want to.
So that's when Dad and for some reason Brad's girlfriend, like she's part of the fucking family, show up at the hospital.
And she only shows up to apologize for not stopping fucking.
Yeah, for giving her way more information than she needs. Like, nah, Brad just said she was fine, but she wasn't. Could have been the entire sentence.
Yeah, he said ignore the screaming, she does it all the time. So we continued to fuck with the door open while this lady lay there and scream.
Yeah.
And by the way, is Don the only person who insists that people get naked when they fuck? Because this brother barely pulls his dick through his fly.
No, he doesn't care.
So, like, obviously, I don't think he's seen a vagina before because he doesn't make anybody get naked. I don't even think that lady pulls her underwear to the side.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, because they're definitely clothed when you see them fucking through the hallway with the dying mom.
The first time you see him bang, he has his shirt off. That's it, though.
Yep, pants up.
He's still pants. Matter of fact, not even just still pants. He rolls over to the side of the bed and then pulls a towel out.
That towel's filthy.
Yes, it is.
He
He didn't throw it in a laundry basket.
No, well, that's not a towel that you clean, Jay.
Probably threw it near the dog cage.
She's wearing a skirt, and all she does is like pull up her fishnets that she obviously didn't want ripped.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know. Maybe he's just never seen a vagina before in his life.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there was some kind of cool subtext about that part of it, we'll never know because the movie doesn't give a shit.
And I'll tell you what, I'm actually fine with that. I don't need that subtext.
Fair.
I barely needed to see his penis in the film.
That's fair, yeah. So Don's version of taking revenge is to dress up with makeup and a nice dress when Brad is the death metal listening to, facial piercing, having chain smoking joints between cigarettes, never giving a shit about how he looks or how often he showers whatsoever.
Well,
so we'll get dolled up for him. That'll convince him.
He probably has a thing for how pure she is. So the white thing, the fuck dress that she puts on, and I don't know if you noticed this, but after Anal Girl's like, yeah, we didn't stop fucking because Brad said not to. There's like 2 mammoth hits where you see in her eyes like she is now the dick Terminator.
Yeah, she is.
She just like it just turns on. She's like, all right, I know what my job is now.
Yep. No, that's right.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, doesn't really stop. She's got a mission.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not saving John Connor. It's hurting him.
It's snapping his John Connor right off.
Yeah, so this is just a weird fucking scene, let me tell you.
Yep.
That makes me uncomfortable, so who gives a shit? For some reason, Brad really requires convincing because he's intimidated by getting the one thing he's wanted his entire life.
He's very skeptical of what's going on.
Tries to go for the ass right away.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Immediately gets into ass position.
Yeah, he's like, hold on, this doesn't work for me.
And then she's like, no, that's not going to work for me. Let me roll over onto my back and just display that shit like Gunther's body works. You just take a gander. Take a fucking gynecological gander.
Examine. He really checks it out.
And
like a monkey looking at a log with grubs in it.
It fucking makes him have to do 3 math problems at once in his head. And he's like, I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I feel a tingle.
Yeah, now hold on now. I've only ever seen something with one hole in the center of it here.
And now,
where do I aim?
I'm going to make it weird by talking about and trying to get you to admit to the fact that we've both wanted this since we were too young to want it.
Oh, yes.
And everything in her eyes says, just you.
Mm-hmm.
And she waits way too long to bite this thing off. Why wouldn't you just do it right away and get it the fuck over with instead of having your lips caressed?
Yeah, there's something about like caressing her lips
that reminds him of when she was 5.
And then he I think he remembers what happened to his finger.
Yep.
And then crunch.
Yep.
It's too fucking late. By the time he realizes what is happening, you hear the crispest potato in the bag get just...
That's the wish chip.
Oh, my God.
So dick off, and right away, well, mother's hungry.
I love...
There is something edible about it, but this movie's too dumb. It fucking hands itself a metaphor, right? And then it just does nothing with it. Like an anorexic at a fucking restaurant.
My favorite, the only thing that makes this movie worth watching is this scene.
Yeah.
Where she gets up off her brother's stump, and then
it's gone.
She does like a weird squat, and it falls out of her vagina, and there's a fucking Prince Albert.
There is. And the dog, the dog eats that.
She sure does.
But not the Prince Albert.
It does. I don't know. I'm guessing
either.
she.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dog gets loose, picks the penis up in its mouth, looks at him, and he's like, hey,
how's this for you?
Drop it.
Now who's in the cage?
Yeah. And he eats everything but the tip.
Yeah. Tries to eat it, but it's the Prince Albert's unsavory in the mouth. Ask any woman who's tried one.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we're biking.
Where's she going? She's abandoning her father who just lost the love of his life, and also not explaining to anyone or anything why Brad's dick is suddenly in a dog.
Well, here's.
I'm just gonna leave everything and bike until I get a flat tire. Have zero preparation for repairing a bike whatsoever. A good road trip you've put yourself on. And then I'm just gonna hitchhike. I'm also not gonna change out of the nightie. Nah, I'm just gonna wear the clothes I go to bed in.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think that she's on her way to be a vigilante dick remover.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Sure.
Puts herself in some positions.
With great power comes great responsibility.
And she's got a lot of lessons to teach.
Yep.
She's got to head to a lot of frat houses.
A lot of college dorms.
A lot of limp biscuits to be...
Oh, shit.
That's
the movie, though. Like, okay. Yeah. She
gets picked up by an old man.
Yeah, and the old man, having no dialogue whatsoever, drives her to a rest stop and then proceeds to lick his lips until she realizes that every time she pulls the lock open on the door, he's just going to lock it again.
Yeah, I really don't understand.
You're not trapped in a car.
Why she didn't, like, pull the lock up and the handle at the same time.
Could have. Also, you're not faster than a 70-year-old man. Also, punch him in the face.
Yeah.
You have so many options that aren't okay. Here's the problem with her superpower, though, is that in order for her justice to be enacted, a dick has to go in her. Yeah. All I'm saying is be a little bit more discriminatory about which ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't see Spider-Man shooting his web on everybody.
Just the real bad guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the real bad fucking guys.
This guy's no Dr. Octopus. More like Dr. Octogenarian. He's fucking 88 years old.
Yeah, really, you probably don't even need to bite his dick off. It's probably just gonna paper thin skin itself off.
Yeah. It's also like, what use is it getting? Let's be honest. Yeah, a lot of chicks he picks up are down with the swirl.
The swirl, because you mean like it just kind of bends and folds in on itself when he tries to use it? Or
like a raft trapped in an eddy.
Oh my god, a raft trapped in an eddy, but you got like...
It's half deflated. It hit a rock earlier.
Oh, fucking, what's that guy? Don Cheadle. And he's in it. He's just, oh, no. No, not Don Cheadle.
There's no way that you mean Don Cheadle.
No, it's not. Fuck, I'm thinking of the guy from that black and white TV show where they whistle. What the fuck is his name? The dad.
Don Cheadle.
That's not... I know who he is, and I know the mistake I've made.
Hotel Rwanda, Don Cheadle.
He's in other things, Jay. He's in other things. God damn it.
Fuck.
Who am I thinking of? Who's the old white guy who's like, oh no.
I have no idea.
And
what?
On Family Guy, they're like, they do a joke where he's in Operation Dumbo, like elephant insemination.
Oh.
And he's like, I gotta put this thing in where?
It's, yeah, or like when Stewie needs sunscreen and
yeah,
he's squirting it on his chest.
That's the fucking guy.
I don't remember.
But that's the guy I'm picturing
Don
in the
something,
rap. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you nailed it.
Yeah, no, Don Cheadle is a very,
black man.
well, very serious.
Yeah.
Unless he's,
Unless he's in Ocean's 11.
Or Captain Planet.
Yeah, that's true, motherfucker. That's one of the funniest shits.
You're all trees.
On that note, rest in peace to Lance Reddick.
Yes.
I don't know what it is with College Humor and being able to get highly esteemed black actors to play bit parts that are hilarious, but good on them.
And good on those people for just being in hilarious things that you don't expect them to be in.
Yeah, Toys Are Me. I wish I were LeVar Burton.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, with the chains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Warp speed, don't rainbow read me.
No! We're talking about the Eric Andre show.
Yes, that's correct. Stop just short.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's she gets this knowing look on her face, like, oh, I know what I have to do, and then the movie is over. That's the movie.
And what did you rate it?
2 out of 10.
2? I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.
Well,
I can't remember what I gave American Mary, but these two were on par.
That's how many dicks get lost in the movie. So that's 1 for every dick.
That's a fair rating. You know what?
0.5 for every dick. Because the rest of the movie sucks. Also, that's what they've been left with.
0.5 of a dick. I love it. Motherfucker.
Damn, this fucking movie. Great. Now that we've done this, I can forget it exists. I'm gonna repress this like a childhood memory that I don't want. All right?
Oh my God, like Brad did.
Yeah.
With it.
I'm gonna fucking repress this like Brad did his entire existence.
God. So if you have a suggestion, I know you're sitting there and you're like, well, what movie would be really funny for these two fucking idiots to do?
Listen. You're gonna know that I hate you if you do it on purpose. That's all I'm gonna say.
We got teeth out of the way. At least we don't ever have to watch it again.
That's right. Additionally, there are movies that I'll flatly refuse to watch. But Teeth, it had been so long that I forgot how disgusting it is from front to back. And then worse, boring as all get out.
Yeah. It was a lot more uncomfortable and boring and rapey than I remember.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many cigarettes I smoked.
I don't blame you.
Like every long shot that I was like, oh, it's 30 seconds of her face again doing nothing at all. I need a break.
I'm not gonna lie. I fast forwarded through the first little bit of Toby being a weirdo.
You should have.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing. He's a fucking Jonas brother who won't stop smiling
until his dick is bitten off, and then he's
got it.
And then he won't close his mouth.
Responds to things fucking stupidly in this movie too, like just screaming idly, like fucking. So no good acting. Almost to the point where they were like, okay, these actors suck, so let's just make it silly instead.
Well, like, what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna get in your movie about a vagina that bites dicks off? You gonna get Angelina Jolie?
I bet you Nicolas Cage would have done it.
Yeah, me too. And I would have watched.
6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 if it was Nicolas Cage.
This probably would have been one of the first movies we watched if it was Nicolas Cage.
Because he would have some weird thing to say about the teeth.
I would want him to be the dad. Stop trying to fuck your sister! My wife!
Well, that fist fight between them would have ended differently for sure.
Yeah, just would have been fucking screaming and punching.
Yeah, I could see Nicolas Cage tanning a 20-year-old.
Oh, yeah, tanning his goddamn hide.
Yeah.
Grindhouse
Movie Club, guys. I hope you fucking have a good New Year. This movie sucks dick and balls, the whole knot.
Happy New Year. This is, holiday special. Hooray. Thanks for making us...
We never get a good movie for the holiday specials.
No. I think...
What was the last one? I don't remember.
I don't know. We did Child's Play for Halloween, and then we did something else for Halloween. We only did Halloweens and this. we should do more... Look, if you want us to do more viewers' choice, there's nothing to view. Listeners' choice. Grindhouse Movie Club.
The logo.
At Gmail. Hey, there you go. Yeah. Just watch that static image as text scrolls along the bottom on YouTube. It's there for you. But yeah. grindhousemovieclub at gmail.com. Send us an email with your suggestion.
We'll never stop taking them.
I'll add it to the Google Doc.
Yeah.
And then next holiday, I don't know. What St. Valentine's Day? We'll
the
figure
next
it.
holiday? I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe we should do more
like your birthday.
Yeah.
But that's it. And I mean, yeah.
Just no more teeth. Get this out of my face.
The fucking last thing you want when you're getting head is teeth.